Welcome back, Hunters. I'm SurvivalVis, and we return to Way of the Hunter. So before I get started this week's, this weekend and its episodes, I want to go over, because I did take the amount of time needed to get all the movement perks, which the last three were the prone ones. And unfortunately, I have to be mean to you guys and throw some math your way, because this really, I think, has to be talked about and shared with you guys, because this was something to get done. So, in order to get all three ranks of the, prone skill and get this extra one, which seems really good, you need to travel 7 kilometers in prone stance. So, in prone stance, you move at approximately 0.3 meters per second, and you need to cover 7,000 meters. So, I decided to take the math and figure out, okay, how long will this actually take to earn? And would you naturally get this, or is this something you're probably going to have to hard focus on and work at? And the answer is the latter. So, if you do the 7,000 meters at 0.3 meters per second, it basically comes out to 23,333.33 repeating seconds it'll take. Divide that by 60 to get minutes, which turns into 389 minutes, and divide that by 60, and it's basically 6.5 hours you have to just be I basically auto-walked and had to leave the computer for a couple of hours at a time or longer to let it get through and done. So if you guys are looking to get this prone perks, there's two ways of doing it. There's what I did, where you'll have to hard focus, just Alt-Tab or leave the computer running, just find a very long stretch of distance. You can just leave the character to auto-walk and let them just prone crawl their way all that way. Or there's a possible workaround where if you are playing multiplayer, go prone on top of a vehicle and let your friend drive that vehicle the distance and that'll rank it right up for you. But I do not think you would actually get this in natural play just because of the amount of time you need to spend in prone moving. 6.5 hours from start to finish is pretty nuts for it. I honestly think it should be, even with having it, I think it should be nerfed down to 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometers. Because even then, that would still be... I'm trying to think here. I'm not sure how long that would exactly take. It'd still take a lot of time, just, focused flat to the ground, crawling, trying to get it. But I think 6.5 hours, I don't see you reasonably getting that, in a realistic, just as you're playing and you use it. Especially with these things helping you in that stance as well. It's one of the things I actually think I have to lean to saying Call of the Wild was much better with the perk system. Because you didn't have to specifically work at each thing. You kind of put the points into what skills went with your style of hunting. It wasn't you had to do so much walking, so much exploring, so much etc. It was actually you could fine-tune your hunting skills and that as you level up more into what you needed. If you don't use collars, you don't have to put points into those. But yeah, this was just ridiculous to get on my own. So I wanted to make it clear on what a time sink that is. And if you do want it, it's either use the cheat method of hopping on somebody else's vehicle, let them drive you around and get it, or you're going to have to basically Alt-Tab or just leave the computer running and let it do its thing for quite a while, or however you're playing the game. Because, yeah, I do not see you getting that just realistically in your own as you're playing. Unless you, again, hard focus at it and just make it the only priority for a while. I also don't exactly know how to trigger it either. It says press the action key. But I don't actually know, what that is. It's I don't see anything that's showing up, Yeah, see, I don't know what the action key is to activate it, like it says. I think I tried looking that up for... what was it? Yeah, here, this one as well. Use action to walk fast while crouching, but I don't know what action actually is. I'll have to look that up a little bit in my own time as well. But what we're going to do is... We're probably going to start from up here again. I'm going to take out our big rifles. See about going for a few other animals. Just spend the first episode not doing, nothing and getting not that much accomplished. It is a hunting series. Let's get some proper hunting done, right? Okay, is that just a rock or something? Okay, yeah, it's just the way the sun's reflecting off the rock. So what time actually is it? Actually, you know what? I forgot that I basically spent an entire day in... Actually, no, it was more than just a single in-game day working at it. can't even remember how many in-game days it was, but yeah, I just finished up getting the perks unlocked and figured, okay, that was a good spot to... Ooh, actually, maybe we'll be able to try getting something in before I change the time of day. So yeah, there are some caribou out there. So you know what, we'll start with that right off the bat. And let's see if we can get a high fitness male first. I am getting also pretty close to getting the animals harvested after being called in. I think when we were just in the perk screen, it said we were at 27 out of 30. So we might actually get that this weekend too. But yeah, I'm just amazed at how long of a effort the prone skills were to unlock. It's also weird that it's something that they will help you with that stance, but it's going to be more challenging until you get them opened up. Like the other ones I can see you would naturally start getting just as you played games we saw in the series. You walk around enough, you'll get those. Even if you crouch to kind of position yourself, you'll get those. But the prone movement, I do not see you getting unless you are, again, really focused on trying to have them. Okay, where... Oh. Okay, it looks like he's actually moving away. I saw a little bit of color go behind that tree. I don't see anybody actually coming around towards us. I'll try another one. I might just use the rifle on these guys, depending on what opening comes in. Oh yes, okay, you know what? He's moving away. There's no interest. I'm not going to worry about chasing him. Let me change the time of day to be, again, what time is everybody out feeding at? Because all the animals on Aurora Shores that are herbivores will kind of have the same need times. Yeah, so 7 o'clock. Or 7 in the morning. So that's what we'll do, is we'll change time of day to that. Come back out when it's the day's kind of just starting. Animals might be more out and about. I'm kind of even curious if I should stay out for another half hour still, just to make sure when I do change the time of day, it will be more closer to that hour. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. God, this is such a rough start for it. I got the information I wanted to get across kind of last weekend with saying the next DLC has been announced and that, but again, just want to get some actual hunting done and make sure we get at least one animal for the start of the weekend. It always seems like the second half is more like the actual hunting when it comes to this series at times. Let me just come down here, do a little bit of scouting around if I can spot anything or hear anything. I also probably should go back onto the Nez Perce map, possibly in my own time as well, to try and get, what is it? One of these. Well, not that one, I'm not really looking for life regen, but yeah, get the Idaho collectibles, because that gives you gotta hear animals from greater distances out. Oh. Okay, there we go. That could be something I could try going for. I don't have a way to call them in, but you know what? I can probably place a marker. Yeah, there we go. We'll place a marker there. I'm not going to go towards them. I'm going to kind of stay more at a distance. See if I can get a better visual of them. Possibly up the hill here and use the rifle to try and snag one. Yeah, there's a nice herd of them out there. Well, there is an adult male in there. Okay, looks like there are a couple adult males. Oh, but there is a mature one. Okay, let me see if I can isolate. Actually, he's not a... I might be able to get him just from right here. Okay, so he's at 200 out. Let me just get nice and prone and make sure the shot's super steady. Okay, that should be a hit. I don't see a drop yet. Okay, I'm going to just crouch walk, investigate the spot. I wonder if that shot was too low and I should have been a little bit higher up. Okay. See, now it looks like it's saying the distance might have changed. I wonder if the rangefinder was actually possibly looking at a different thing or not. We'll at least come over, investigate, and see what the spot looks like, or if there is any blood or not. I don't super know if it was a hit, because it didn't look like the animal did like a flinch or anything. It almost looks like it just immediately ran off. And I didn't really see anything like a bit of red to say that was definitively a hit either. Oh, is that him or is that a rock? I feel like that might just be a rock, but we'll get over there and investigate. And then I know we'll probably have a little bit of the meat loss, or the hunt rating won't be as high as it was, but I figure we might as well get that done. Actually, let me see. Okay. I want to kind of see. Is shift maybe what it does? Okay, so it's at 105 like that. So it's okay, about like a meter per second. Okay, maybe it is just shift you have to hit for activating. Yeah, that might be it, because as I do press shift, you see Hunter Sense is on right now. I hit shift as if we're running. It's changed. Back, it's... Okay, maybe that is all it is. Okay, I think they've gone far enough. See, I'm just going to walk from here. Okay, no, I actually don't know if that is him or that's just a rock. Again, it's hard to tell from right here. I feel like it's just a rock, though. No, it is him. Okay, yeah, so he went down almost instantly. Expires quickly and must be nearby. Very spot on with that estimate. Okay, so I guess I shouldn't be too worried about going as low as I have been. Or, like, low shots like that. It does get right through the lungs. If I was a little bit more up to the left, it would have been a heart shot. But overall, not too bad. Yeah, I did lose a little bit in the hunt rating because we were using a wrong caliber. But we still got another little bit done. Although it is a little weird that... I thought that would have been our second harvest of the male mountain goat shot. Okay, well, you know what? Yeah, it's almost time to be able to change over the time of day, so I'm going to fast travel back here. We'll open that up. Just give it a moment or two. And then we'll sleep till 7 in the morning, and then we should be able to head out right when everything's feeding, and we might be able to see a lot of animals, which means we can take down quite a fair bit of game. I might also switch out from using the tier 6 back to a tier 5 rifle. It just feels like I might be better off handling it, going with the proper tier for longer shots. I think aside from the moose and the bison, everything else is a tier 5 anyway. Or some of the tier 5 rifles can even actually still qualify ethically for the bigger game. Okay, just give it another minute or two, and then we'll head in for a little rest. Got a nice fire. Oh, can't actually play the old phonographs. There's the 100 mark. Just need 1 minute more. Actually, you know what? That's good enough. Right till 7. Snooze along. Okay. You're now ready to hunt. So let's... we'll call the UTV... But I heard something for a moment there. Maybe it's just the door shutting. We'll call the UTV back, swap out the rifle to a tier 5, and then be back and try and get something else down. Yeah, recall that. Yeah, the tier 6 does do pretty good for the amount of damage, but again, it's a little overpowered for quite a few of these species out in this map. Bolt action, or... I think I also have a lever action, don't I? There's Grandpa's old rifle. 1903, the Wonder Hit. I could have sworn I had a tier 5 that was a lever action. Maybe not. Maybe that's actually something I can spend some of our funds on, is trying to get. But if that's the case, I think I was using... Was it the Remington 783 or was it something else? Because I'm using the Stair Carbon right now. I guess it must have been the 783. Yeah, it's the only tier 5 rifle I've got, so that's possibly something I'll look at getting towards the end of this episode. Oh, hang on. I think I'm moving a little quick here. Yeah, that was actually... Okay, why can I not... For some reason, it's not letting me actually zoom in with the binoculars. Like, I can't pick them up and use them. Like, that lets me, but why? There we go. Now, fortunately, they all went running off, because they were a few more mountain goats, but... I don't know why I wasn't able to actually, like, lift them up. I don't know if it's, like, bugged because I was just immediately hopping out of the vehicle or something? Well, we'll hop back in here, go for a little bit of a drive down. I don't know how far off the goats might have ran. But we might be able to see about getting another one. I don't know what the requirement of shot from at least 10 meters above. I guess it means, like, from your position to where the goats are, it has to be 10-meter difference in altitude. I could be mistaken, but I don't think it means distance, because that seems too easy of a thing to put as a requirement. You know, let me just take a quick look out there. Okay, not seeing anything there. Again, the northern areas have been very good for, like, the amount of wildlife that's out and about, so my guess is it won't be too long before we might spot something else out here. Like, even if I just follow the road and then get onto, like, the east-west running road, we could well come across more bison herds and a few other species, too. With having the crossbow in hand, if it can be called in... Oh, careful. I am kind of weaving a little bit here. Not intentionally, but I think it's just, again, that speed perk makes it a little harder to control this vehicle once you have it. Let me just take a quick look out along the plains here. This was where we had spotted the bison herd before. Oh. Well, speaking of... Oh, we've got a mixed bison and caribou grouping. Now, this might not be a bad spot to try this at again. And we'll try for another high fitness male. Now that we have the right caliber of rifle, we should be able to get a full hunt rating if we do manage to get any pulled in. And it looks like we might have. Ooh, actually, that one right there... I think... see, it's hard to tell because, again, these binoculars... The optics seem to have, like, a wider range they sometimes focus on. There is a 2-star mature that I think is that one right there. But we are also getting... Ooh. Oh, and we got wolf call going out. Okay, so that's about 150. I'm really tempted just to use this on him. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's him there. Is he getting called in? Because if he is, that works perfectly for us. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's a 2-star. Okay, I was hoping... Is that going to put him down instantly? Almost. Okay, so it probably wasn't a hard hit, but it's definitely a long shot at least. Yeah, I'll put that there. And just crouch walk our way in. Again, I don't actually know if he was called in by our rattlebag or not, but I figured just with the opportunity and it's been a while since we've seen anything over 1 star for the animals, let's actually just try to bag it. And I know we did scare everything else off, but we might be able to get lucky and get another one of them once they calm down. I don't know where they've all run off to. It looked like some might have gone to the left. A few might have more gone into the trees to the right. We'll just have to come up, harvest this guy, and then we'll plan our next steps. I should be putting the crossbow to more use because eventually we will get the compound bows as, like, well, at least a compound bow is a feature. I don't know how many bows we might see added. We did get 2 crossbows, so I wonder if we'll get something like a compound bow and a recurve or a longbow or something. I really don't know. We'll have to wait till we get more DLC news. But it's just nice to know that we do have more archery stuff on the way for the game. Because I think aside from that... Yeah, I think aside from the archery stuff not being present, the game's covered its bases with, like, the rifles and shotguns. Possibly pistols could be... or pistols and revolvers could be on the way. I don't know for sure. I'm just trying to think of, like, what fields haven't been covered already by what's in the game for its, like, weapon roster. Yes, this is just more wood bison. Okay, let's go collect this guy. And then maybe we'll see... maybe go to the river, because that'll give us a good view around the area. Oh, I don't have a moose call on me, but... I don't think it... Should I head back to the vehicle, grab a moose call, and try to get him? Oh, oops. Actually went past where he is. I might do that. But first, let's harvest. Let's see what this guy measures out to be. Oh, it does say there's actually heart hit in this. I'm surprised. I thought, like, with hitting the heart, it would have gone down instantly, but maybe we just clipped it? Yeah, we just clipped the very bottom of it. Okay, but still, nicely placed shot that we got down pretty well. 5-star hunt rating I do love to see, and it was I guess anything over 50% fitness is able to be called in by the high fitness calls. But we can sell that off for a nice little chunk of money. And... like, I see one moose out there. Actually, I can't... Ooh, you know what? I still have the predator call on me. So let me go over and see if maybe we can try getting a black bear too. This one I might use the crossbow with. I just want to make sure I have visual on the animal before I start with the call. That way I can tell if it's a high fitness I need or a low fitness. That's one of the troublesome things about... I guess it actually pays to first see the animal you want to take and then use the callers. That way you can know definitively what you need and what is working to bring it in for you. Oh, this is a pretty... So I want to be careful how quickly I'm moving in because it looks like it might just be on the other side of this hill. And I don't want to... Oh yeah, see, it sounds super close. You know what, I'll go with the low... Okay, I guess we'll try high fitness first. I was going to say, I'll start with the low one and see, because more than likely it's probably a low fitness, but I guess the game chose, nah, you're going to start high. Oh, yeah, what's that? Okay, just Alaska moose. Yeah, wind's a perfect place for us. We don't have to worry about that too much. I'll try one more call after this, and we'll see if anything comes back as like a reply from the bears. I think there are 2 up ahead. It seemed like the distances were varying quite a bit for, like, as we were trying to approach. So far, nothing. I'll give it one more of these high calls, and if nothing does pop over the hill, I'll switch it to the low call once it gets, like, towards the peak point again. Again, I'm not exactly sure how to use the special perk ability we've opened up. Okay, you know what? Haven't heard anything back. Yeah, the distance is there. I want to try the low fitness. Just see, because that is 100 to 120 now. So I don't think it was coming in if it is the closer one of the two we were hearing. I also don't know how good of a visibility we'll get here. Like, because we are in the tall grass, if it was, like, going after the fox like we had the, although we did get that fox with the crossbow last weekend, so it might not be too bad if we can just see them starting to come in. The only thing is, again, trying to figure out what call is the one that works for them. But yeah, the bears are one I need to work at the shot placement for. Like the Kodiak we saw 2 weekends ago? Yeah, that was the one I screwed up pretty badly with both shots on it. Somehow it did get taken down from them, but I definitely didn't do a very good placement for that. Oh, there you are. You're just a young male, but you know what? You'll do. Okay, so he's about... Okay, not quite that far. Looks like I probably want to get him when he's at 30-ish. Just want to wait for him to kind of stay still. That looked like it was right in the core, but I don't know if the arrow will get penetrate far enough. Okay, there you are. See, I thought that would have done it, because it, right kind of in the core area, maybe hit a lung. But he's still going pretty good with that. Let me come over and investigate the blood and see what it says. It looks like there's a lot there. Maybe it was just the case of it expires slower, but it will go down. Okay, expires slower might be further away, so that is the case. I don't see it yet. We'll stand up, follow along with the blood, because my guess is it has gone down by now. No, actually, have I gotten this need zone yet? Might as well see. Yeah, okay, here's a bison spot. Yeah, across here, we'll get this guy, and then probably just make our way back to the vehicle. And maybe we'll keep making our way... Actually, I think I'll go west instead. We went west for the one mission to go after the rabid red foxes. Can we see where he's gone to? Actually, looks like he might have gone up into the wood, or the tree line a bit. Got further than I thought he would. But yeah, I think if we stay into, like, the eastern areas here, we're just going to kind of come across more of what we have last weekend, whereas if we work more out west, we might be able to come across, like, the elk herds and some other species, too. Okay, how far did he get? Yeah, looks like he was able to get into the trees a little ways. I still also do love that you do have things where, like, you sometimes see the blood on trees as it passes through the branches and that. That's really nice. Okay, and if it's through taller grass, you also see it there, too. How far did he get? Because, like, I know it wasn't instantaneous, and it says it's going to be slower to expire, but still feels like he got a good distance before he's possibly gone down. Like, really good distance. Yeah, Lord, he got far. Kind of makes me wish I left down a marker to see, like, just how far of a run he was able to get before he went down on us. And he's still going. Like, it's getting so thick, it's a little hard to actually keep on to the trail now. Okay, hang on, where is... Okay, looks like maybe he took a left here? Yeah, here's a bit more. Okay, down this way. Yeah, wow, I really need to check and see where it says that this, shot landed on him for it to keep going this long. Makes me think I didn't even hit the vitals at all, and it was just like a body shot. Okay. No. That's not the blood... Oh, here we go. Okay, seriously, he took us into the thick of this. I'll probably just fast travel us out to a different campsite once we do eventually find him. Like, seriously, this is kind of... Okay, now did he go up here? Is he still alive and going okay? Because it feels like he's just making more and more distance from us. Okay, it came here. Okay, now this way. I seriously think he's still alive and running, given, like, how we're trying to follow along here. He's still going. Our shot was back out here. What the hell? Is it like the game's just bugged and it's not actually he's going to go down from this, or what? Good Lord. Or is it something, maybe it's just how the crossbow works. More wounds are going to be that they'll expire slowly, but it means, like, really slowly compared to a rifle. Because, yeah, this is still ongoing. I was thinking, oh, okay, we'll just quickly follow this along. He'll just be over a hill or around a bend or something. But no, it is still... No. No wood bison up there. Oh, come on. Where is this bear? This is ridiculous for how far he's gotten with this. And it's still saying the same thing. Red, medium amount of blood. I thought I just heard something almost like running at us. Like, one thing is, for following the trail, I haven't heard, like, the sound of, like, anything crashing through the trees, like when you do spook some animals, they normally do. Oh. Okay, that's... Yeah, see, well, like that. Okay, they're at least making a run for it. The bear's even crapping along its run, so it's like... What is going on here? Oh, claim animal. Here it finally is. Like, good God, we got him over here. Yeah, I think we were even on this side of the river. So let's say right there. How far is that? That's almost a kilometer of travel for... supposed to expire. Oh, I think I see why it said that now. And it's kind of... feels like it shouldn't be exactly like what it says. As apparently the arrowhead just managed to clip into the lung, and that was enough to say it will go down from it. Pretty low fitness at only 17%, so not too bad, but yeah, that was ridiculous for how far it got. I've definitely got to work on the placement for that, but we can finally bring this episode to a close for The Way of the Hunter today. Again, took a lot longer than I planned, but at least we got some animals down. So thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave in comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.